Well, we are standing by for the big breaking story today because any time from now, and I'm joined by Abhishek, Aditya, Parikshit, Snehesh, all joining us from our studios in Delhi. And also standing by today is Sushant Savreen, there on the screen. Good evening, Sushant. We are waiting. And that's Snehesh. Aditya, everyone standing by for the India's reply to the bunch of lies. That was the statement by the Pakistani ambassador Maliha Lodhi, who is the permanent representative of Pakistan to the United Nations. Given Pakistan's politics, nothing is permanent, but only Maliha Lodhi is permanent fixture on the American circuit for Pakistan. But she lied so much this time, I don't know what to expect. Okay, this should be interesting. We'll get our Pakistani panelists also joining in sometime from now. What are we expecting? Sushant, what are you expecting now? I think we should really hit them back hard. What do you think?
No, I think that's the pattern which has been established by this government. In the last 3 or 4 years, if you look at the kind of statements which India makes to every nonsense which the Pakistanis utter in any of the international forums, frankly speaking, if it was up to me, I would give them a literary award. For example, the right of reply which was exercised, to the Pakistan Prime Minister's speech, was literally, in those 400, 500 words, India had literally summed up the entire character of the Pakistani state. Now, just look at the really stunning terms which India has coined. Ivy League of terrorism, the mothership of terrorism, Terroristan.
Beautiful.
Applying the principles of climate change, applying principles of climate change that polluter pays, with the kind of nonsense which the Pakistanis talk about, the so-called sacrifices which they have made, which is utter nonsense. They have not made any sacrifice for anybody. It's their own people who they are killing and their own people who are killing them. They are not helping anybody's cause.
And you know what, Sushant, as we are waiting for this, I'm just getting some news
how they are mainstreaming and upstreaming terrorism.
Aditya was telling us, Sushant, that, and this is brilliant, that we are actually fielding a 2007 batch Indian Foreign Service officer, and she should be making her statement very soon. I think Iran is speaking now, but this itself is a statement. And the feed that you're seeing is straight from the UN. But this is a very young officer we are fielding to take on Maliha Lodhi. What's the statement there? What is the statement there, Aditya?
No, I think the Pakistanis have accepted
the permanent mission of India.
Yes, Aditya.
Yeah, so Poulomi Tripathi is the youngest diplomat that the permanent mission of India has in New York. And, I've been speaking to top diplomats both in New York as well as in New Delhi. Yeah. And they confirm that this is going to be a very stinging response. It will expose Pakistan's, nefarious designs and also the fake propaganda on the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. Yeah. And that's why, India's youngest diplomat is going to counter Pakistan's most experienced and the top diplomat Maliha Lodhi just a few minutes from now. Right now, Iran is speaking. Iran's right to reply is happening. After that, Indonesia. And finally, India will respond. It should take around 5 to 6 minutes from now that India's Poulomi Tripathi, youngest diplomat, is going to counter and expose Pakistan, not just on that fake propaganda of a picture that was originally from Gaza, Palestine, but also on state-sponsored terror and the kind of safe havens and safe sanctuaries they have provided to Jaish-e-Mohammed, Lashkar-e-Toiba, and several such terror groups.
So desperate. Chidi Bakshi, welcome. Parikshit,
Arnab,
I just want to come in.
Arnab, can I just say something?
Yeah, sure you can. Sure you can. Go on. I'm just reminding our viewers before you come in that we are waiting for the live broadcast from New York, where India will be hitting out at Pakistan in a few minutes. Yes, please. Please continue. I'm just reminding viewers because you're taking a departure for live coverage is coming up right now. Yes, please go ahead.
I think diplomatically, the message that we have conveyed to the Pakistanis is that in a sense, we've downgraded them.
I think we're getting
apart from the sneering contempt with which we treat whatever they say, I think the way we have downgraded them, a first secretary responds to the prime minister, and the lowest level diplomat responds to the permanent representative.
Yeah.
While in our case, whatever our foreign minister says, the Pakistanis are so, lacking in talent that they have to bring in the highest ranking diplomat to respond. So I think it just shows the Pakistani their status and what we think of them. And they seem to have inadvertently
and we are
accepted
also doing this at an opportune time. And Snehesh, what is fantastic today is that we can actually go out there and call their lies publicly. People of Pakistan will be watching it. And I think we should be unsparing to them, because look at the facts here, Snehesh. Pakistan got so desperate that they took a terrible novelist who's never said one good thing about India. Indian citizen, I'm just not taking a name, it's not worth it, but they took a terrible Indian fiction writer who's always abused her own country and quoted her to talk about India. This is how desperate it is. What are we anticipating here? I think we should make it brief, keep it simple, but tell the world what a joke Pakistan has become. Snehesh.
Absolutely, Arnab. I think that is exactly what our diplomat at the UN would be doing. As Aditya rightly pointed out earlier, we have put forward our youngest diplomat at the UN. She's a 2007 IFS officer, and you have her replying to Malia Lodhi, who is the Pakistan's highest top-ranking diplomat at the UN. What we'll be doing is we'll be going ahead and exposing the Pakistan's propaganda, the blatant lies put forward by Pakistan in a very calm and composed manner. But yes, we would be striking hard, we would be hitting back very hard, and that is something that we are expecting. So it'll be interesting to see in the next few minutes.
Our guest from Pakistan also lined up, Snehesh, now.
Giving a firm rebuttal.
Our guest from Pakistan lined up, and I can tell you Air Marshal Abid Rao and Faisal Wada, who is the core committee member of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, that all of India is live right now, waiting to see how a young Indian diplomat skewers the Pakistanis out there. We're not going to grill you. We're not going to roast you. We're going to tear apart your argument. And I think it's going to be a wonderful display of mature Indian diplomacy, as opposed to the rather pathetic set of lies of Malia Lodhi. You should really tell Malia Lodhi to study a little bit next time she makes an appearance. Because whatever, in Pakistan is known as a terrorist state, but you can't pick up a picture from some fiction, quote some fiction writer, and then pick up a picture from Gaza and say the picture is from Kashmir. Whatever happens to you today, it's not going to be pleasurable. But let me tell you why it's happening. Because you have become. No, I want Abid Rao to come in on this. Abid Rao and Faisal Wada, are you ready? Are you ready to be torn apart? Not physically, but as in your argument, whatever is left of it. Because it's going to happen in a minute or two from now.
Out of Malia Lodhi's 10 minutes speech, you have picked up just 5 seconds.
No, that picture that she showed.
Wrong when
that
she
picture
said
that she showed.
You are sixth in
that
the
picture
global
that she
terrorism.
showed. That picture that she showed, was it from Gaza or Kashmir? Was the picture from Gaza or Kashmir? Tell me the truth. Did she pick up a picture from Gaza and lie? Did she pick up a picture from Gaza? Did she pick up a picture from Gaza? What was that picture? What was that picture she held up yesterday? Was it?
Democracy.
Did she lie? Did she lie? Did she lie at the UN? You lie at the United Nations. Did you lie? Did you lie? Sir, did you lie? Did you lie? Did you lie?
No,
the people of India want to know, did you lie? Did you lie? GD Bakshi is on the debate. We are waiting. We are waiting for the Indian response, which should be coming soon. GD Bakshi, did they lie?
Air Marshal, kindly allow me.
Did you lie?
There are 17 Air Marshal Abid Rao, in India. Kindly listen.
Kashmir is one of them. We are only concerned about Kashmir.
Cutting lives.
Thank you.
Cutting lives. Cut lives.
Callously holding up a picture of an injured girl. It was a photograph of Rabia Abujoma, a girl from Palestine. The picture was taken on 22nd July 2014 by an American photographer, Heidi Levine. This photograph was published by New York Times on 24th March 2015 under the caption, "Conflict, Courage and Healing in Gaza." The permanent representative of Pakistan misled this assembly by displaying this picture to spread falsehoods about India, a fake picture to push a completely false narrative. Mr. President, in view of this cynical and misleading attempt by Pakistan, we are constrained to show this assembly a photograph that reflects the real picture of pain inflicted by the nefarious designs of Pakistan on India. This is a real and not a fake picture of Lieutenant Umar Fayyaz, a young officer from the Indian state of Jammu and Kashmir. Umar Fayyaz was kidnapped at a wedding celebration. He was brutally tortured and killed by Pakistan-supported terrorists in May 2017. This is a true picture. It portrays a harsh and tragic reality, a picture of terrorism emanating from across our borders that the people of India, especially in the state of Jammu and Kashmir, have to struggle with every day. This is the reality which the permanent representative of Pakistan sought to obfuscate. Mr. President, the true face of Pakistan is not hidden from anyone. I thank you, Mr. President.
I now call on the representative of the United Arab Emirates.
Thank you very much. Simple reply. 2 minutes. Finished. 2 minutes. Finished. Reply.
That doesn't make you a lesser terrorist.
You lied.
Malia Lodi, listen to her.
Reply. Did you lie?
In totality.
Did you lie?
She will tell you all the facts.
GD Bakshi, did they lie? I think that's the most beautiful reply that has ever come out. I think that's the most beautiful and stunning reply that could have ever come out from the Indian side. Please remember, did you lie? Did you lie? She said she showed a real picture as opposed to the fake picture. GD Bakshi is responding to Abid Rao, please. GD Bakshi and Abid Rao. GD Bakshi and Abid Rao, please.
You know, Arnab, it was a resounding reply,
what Malia Lodi has
resounding
said
because
of
its very brevity.
Don't drop on the point of the...
Let GD Bakshi come in, please.
Air Marshal Abid Rao. Air Marshal Abid Rao, kindly hear me
Don't
out.
get hyper, Air Marshal.
Let's have a decent debate. Let's have a decent debate, a rational debate. Air Marshal Abid Rao, the photograph that Maliha Lodi upheld with such a aplomb, and she said it was the true face of Indian democracy. If she wanted to present the true face of Indian democracy, the very least that she could have done was to choose an Indian face and not pick the most photogenic photograph that she could find in the New York Times in terms of shock value. Because Air Marshal,
your own politicians
this was the photograph
Let's run
of
the
a
clip again.
Palestinian
Let's run the
woman
clip again.
Injured in 2014. Injured in 20.
I want to ask you. No. I want to ask
But
you.
I don't expect
I want to ask you. 1
like
second,
you.
please. 1 second. I think a stunning reply out there. You want to know what's the right picture, or I just want to ask simple question here to Faisal Wada. Faisal Wada, the more you lie, the more you're going to be exposed. Please tell me, your permanent representative at the UN put up a false picture, said it is from Kashmir when it was from Gaza. I don't know what could be a bigger joke. No, you have held up a picture by an award-winning photographer from Gaza and called it Indian brutality. You understand your situation today. You could not have exposed your hypocrisy at a bigger platform than the way Malia Lodi did. You can't even cover it up now.
Okay, can I answer back?
No, please tell me, first of all, did you lie? Did you lie?
It's really unfortunate what you're asking everyone in terms of Pakistan. Did we lie? Did we lie? You have to make sure and you have to understand about your Indian side that they were not using guns. You have taken We
sir,
arrested them. We arrested him.
People want to know. Sir, I'm thanking Malia Lodi. I'm thanking Malia Lodi. Because we must thank Malia Lodi today. Can I get all the panelists from Delhi, please? I'm saying today, I want to thank Malia Lodi because she has shown the true colors and face of Pakistan at the global stage in front of 193 countries. She has exposed you. We thank her. Let Snehesh Parikshit come in and tell her that.
If it is all about shouting...
Sir, I am not. I am telling you a fact. I want one reply from you. You are a Pakistani... Sir, you are a Pakistani politician.
And doing terrorism in
Sir,
Kashmir
you tell me...
Your Prime Minister has a mindset for terrorism.
Sir, I request you to answer my simple question. Simple question is this. My simple question is this. And you know what? The more you call Prime Minister Narendra Modi names, the more it exposes you. My question to you is simple question. Simple question, Aditya, Parikshit, Snehesh and Abhishek, feel free to come into the debate. Let us ask the Pakistani panelists a simple question tonight. Do they agree that they took a picture of the victim of an Israeli airstrike and called her a Kashmiri girl? Simple. There's nothing else to ask.
The picture presents
There's nothing else to ask.
Regardless of any origin.
Sir,
this is your claim. This is your claim.
Aditya, they're not replying. Bhag rahe hain aaj.
It is the terrorism.
Aditya, let them reply.
You
took a picture. My God. Aditya, I think. Aditya, Parikshit, please go ahead. Abhishek, go ahead. Anyone go ahead. My co-panelist, some other Indian journalists also want to ask you questions. Aditya.
Fayaz, who is a Kashmiri, who is an Indian first, who is a Kashmiri and who countered Pakistan. He sacrificed his life for the country and we proudly named him, we proudly saluted him in front of the UNGA. That's the crux of the matter. Why is Pakistan running away from the reality? Why not accept its mistake? Mature democracies across the globe do not distract the attention of the UNGA. They do not lie blatantly in front of the UNGA. Abid Rao, we would request you as a senior army officer from Pakistan to at least believe the mistake, apologize. Or you could very well say that this was an ISI propaganda and this was blatantly done to highlight a fake propaganda against India and divert attention from state-sponsored terror.
Where insurgency is running.
Abhishek,
covering everything with guns.
I would like you, and sir, let me tell you this. We have a formidable team of extremely experienced journalists who are asking you questions, and I can tell you people are loving it. We are not floozy organizations.
No.
1 minute, just 1 minute. Sir, allow me. We are not floozy. We are not floozy organizations like New York Times and the Guardian.
Even if the picture is wrong.
The question is what picture? Your representative to the UN, Abhishek, I think you should tell them what is black and what is white. Their representative to the UN has held up a picture carried by the New York Times and the Guardian. Victim of an Israeli airstrike and tried to pass it off as an Indian campaign of brutality. Abhishek has a question. Abhishek Kapoor has a question for you. Abhishek Kapoor has a question for you.
I have this thing for my Pakistani guests. On the terror front, what has happened in the last 1 month? Sayyid Salahuddin declared a terrorist. United States President Donald Trump reading the Riot Act to Pakistan. He openly saying that India's role needs to be enhanced in Afghanistan. China not coming to the aid of Pakistan in the BRICS summit. BRICS statement unequivocally condemning any territory from where terror is exported. In the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Pakistan again isolated, and then you have Pakistan increasingly isolated on all fronts. So this is what has happened in the last 1 month.
You don't understand human rights.
Those events essentially led to the jitters, and that's why perhaps Pakistan lied.
Modi was absolutely right when she said this is the biggest joke on democracy.
How was she right? How was she right? She was using a wrong picture.
You know, I'd like to ask our Pakistani guests, Arnab,
let the picture be wrong.
How do they want the world to believe their lies on Kashmir when their ambassador, their permanent representative, who's supposed to tell the truth on behalf of their country, who represents the entire nation of Pakistan, she goes, Googles, and puts up a picture, a false picture that was about 4 years old? Is that what Pakistan stands for? I think they've really exposed themselves.
What a shame.
And
Faisal
remember,
Wada
Arnab,
reply
here
to
on Republic
Parikshit
TV, we had
Luthra.
broken this just about 2 months back, the Unmoge ply.
Faisal Wada replied to Parikshit Luthra. A team of Indian journalists from Republic is pulverizing a Pakistani panelist tonight.
We are not having a healthy debate. The question is, if a murderer, for example, is wearing a beige suit and somebody projects it to a white suit or a blue suit, doesn't matter. The whole thing is that what she was projecting was that you've been harboring.
Sir, I am so sorry. GD Bakshi is responding. GD Bakshi, General Bakshi.
It has to be the same person.
General Bakshi. This is brilliant admission of a lie on television.
This is utterly amazing.
You see, we need to
here
resolve through dialogue and get over with this
caught.
hatred. If you want to keep on
The
shouting,
Pakistanis have
having a
been
debate,
caught with their
insensitive
pants
debate,
down,
if you want to
lying
use
through
the
their
power,
teeth.
if you do this again,
And look at
we'll
this,
chop you off.
look at the
Our
Pakistani
army is going to
panelists
chop the necks
trying
off.
to defend the
I'm telling you one thing,
indefensible.
let's not.
I mean, gentlemen,
let's not
don't
spread
tell
hatred,
lies.
Let's not spread
And an
terrorism.
ambassador
Let's not
cannot hold
spread all
up
this.
a
If you're going to do this,
Palestinian
we're going
girl's
to chop your
photograph
heads. We are
and
going
try
to chop
and
your
make a
heads.
fool of the rest of the
talk and
United
resolve through
Nations
dialogue.
General Assembly
Let's not
and
spread-
pass it off.
Let's not spread
As a
hatred.
Kashmiri
Let's
girl,
not
what
spread
dialogue,
Faisal Wada
sir?
ji.
How do we dialogue with
Faisal,
people who are
Mr. Faisal Wada.
inveterate liars?
Mr. Faisal Wada, I
How
want to
do
say
we
something to you.
dialogue
Mr. Faisal
with
Wada. No,
people
GD
who
Bakshi.
lie to their
GD Bakshi.
colleagues?
GD Bakshi. GD Bakshi. GD Bakshi. GD Bakshi.
Let's not talk
GD
hatred.
Bakshi ji.
Let's resolve
Faisal,
dialogue, not talking point
Faisal,
thing.
listen to me.
If you want to
Faisal,
have this kind of situation,
Faisal.
you want to see force, then we will chop your heads.
Faisal.
That's our stance. But we
Faisal.
want to resolve it through dialogue.
Faisal.
This is an amicable solution.
Faisal, I'll tell you one
Yes,
thing.
go ahead.
I want to say one thing to you and just 30 seconds of silence. Before you talk of heads, let me tell you, we had 90,000 living Pakistani heads who surrendered to us. 90,000 living Pakistani heads who surrendered to us fell at the feet of the Indian soldiers. And you know what we did? We took food and we fed the food into their mouths. We fed those Pakistani mouths into the Pakistani heads and we sent the heads back. Understood? We took the 90,000 heads. We put food into their mouths and we sent them back to Pakistan. So be grateful. So be grateful. Now my question, the next question is coming from Snehesh, who's our deputy editor to our Pakistani panelist. Snehesh, they held up the picture of a 17-year-old girl called Rawa Abu Joma from Palestine and told the world that it was from Kashmir. Could they have made a bigger mockery of themselves?
It is very similar. It is very similar.
Not at all, Arnab. And you know, the two pictures speak two different stories. You know, when Malaya Lodhi went ahead and put up that picture of the
Israel and
Palestinian
India
girl,
are
it
same.
exposed Pakistan's lies. It
Scale
exposed
of
the kind of
scale of
seriousness that they
terrorism,
talk
you are
about when it
same.
comes to the issue of Kashmir. You know, the second picture that was put out today by the Indian diplomat was of Lieutenant Umar Fayaz. He is the real Kashmiri hero. Who was Lieutenant Umar Fayaz? He was a 21-year-old Kashmiri born to a farmer, a Kashmiri farmer.
Who was Burhan Wani?
He joined the Indian Army.
Why do you forget him?
A damn terrorist.
He was killed by the terrorists who were supported,
He was killed
who were
brutally
funded,
by your
who were armed
armed army.
by Pakistan. You know, he is the real hero of Pakistan. What mistake did he do? The only mistake that he did was stand up against Pakistan, stand up against the blatant propaganda that is put forward by Pakistan. He was a 21-year-old boy.
It is time Pakistan landed their
of the Indian
forces
Army
and
who was killed
India
by
occupied
these
Kashmir and
Pakistan
liberate
apologists,
this from
by
you.
the terrorists who are funded
Pakistan has to
by
decide
people
now.
like Malaya Lodhi, by the government, by the army and the ISI of
You
Malaya
don't
Lodhi.
understand
And the picture
decency,
that
you
put
don't
out
understand
completely
reason.
exposes the so-called seriousness that they
That is where Mr.
talk
Modi is
about
taking
when it comes
India.
to Kashmir issue. They
That
say
is
that they
where
support the Kashmir issue
BJP is
diplomatically.
leading
No,
you
they
there.
don't. This is the support that they've shown
If
on
you
the
want
UN,
that,
at the
Pakistan
UN
is ready
panel.
for that.
What they really support are terrorists in Kashmir who kill young people, the youth, like Lieutenant Umar Fayaz of the Indian Army.
Well said
Proud
today.
soldier.
Well said
Oh,
today.
you have killed 100,000 of them. You are talking about one lieutenant.
You know something.
You have killed 100,000.
You know something, since you are in the
Sorry, sir, there are thousands of Kashmiris who've joined the Indian Army. We have 2 regiments in Kashmir where we have Kashmiris fighting shoulder to shoulder with the rest of the country against the terrorists that are supported by you, against the terrorists that are sent by you from across Pakistan. Today our Army Chief General Bipin Rawat made it very clear that while Pakistan will continue to send terrorists across, we'll be waiting for each one of them and we'll make sure that they're sent to the right place, which is hell.
And please remember, Saurabh Shukla joining us, Republic partner on political and foreign affairs. Saurabh Shukla, editor-in-chief of News Mobile. I'm just coming to you, Sushant also. Remember today, Faisal Wada, when you talk about chopping heads, please remember we are 5 days. No, Faisal Wada, Saurabh Shukla will tell you that we are 4 days away from the first anniversary. We are 4 days away from the first anniversary of the surgical strikes when we entered your soil and killed your people on your soil. And today the Indian Army chief has rightly said that if you were to try it once over again, we will pulverize you with many more surgical strikes. Saurabh Shukla, the Pakistanis defending Malia Lodi, I tell you, is the 8th wonder of the world. Yes.
Giving him food, we are feeding food through our shoes.
Absolutely. These they specialize in lying. Deceit. This is what is there in the DNA of the Pakistani establishment.
But you want to talk force? Then we will chop your heads completely.
What are you talking?
We will
Deceit, lying, that's in your DNA, the DNA of your security and intelligence agencies and your diplomats. That's what they're doing at the UN. But they've been exposed now. You don't have any argument left. That's the reason why the world today has realized, has exposed you.
Prime Minister,
your diplomats have been exposed.
Well, you have been exposed today.
What else
Faisal Wada,
can you ask for? That
Mr. Faisal Wada, Mr. Faisal Wada, Mr. Faisal Wada, Mr. Faisal Wada, I am delighted to inform you. I am delighted, sir. I am truly delighted to inform you. I am truly delighted.
Pakistanis don't have any face to show.
I agree. Pakistanis never had any face to show, but today they've been exposed as hypocrites.
Indians are talking like that.
I thank you.
I'm really shocked that
you have our empathy.
The entire senior panel is trying to spread hypocrisy.
You have exposed yourself at the UN as a desperate terror-backing state that is now cornered by its lies and has nowhere to go to.
What Malia Lodi said, every Pakistani has loved it.
And the next time I suggest you do a better, you tell Malia Lodi, Sushant Sareen, one raises hand, 10 seconds to Sushant Sareen. Sushant, all they need to do is do a proper Google search. I don't think they are able to afford internet. I think the bankrupt Pakistanis can't afford internet at the UN. But you have free Wi-Fi at the UN, you can use it.
Arnab, no. You've got Malia Lodi completely wrong. See, she is a person who's climbed up the grease pole of Pakistani politics by peddling fake news. She is a person whose own thesis, her own thesis was plagiarized. So she's used to doing this. This is what she has done. And you know the old adage that a picture speaks 1,000 words?
Okay.
The picture she showed spoke 1,000 words of the Pakistani perfidy, the Pakistani lies, which has exposed them. And I think we must thank Malia Lodi for doing what she does best, which is peddle fake news and peddle fake narratives.
I thank you all, gentlemen, and many congratulations to the young and confident Indian diplomatic team and the young and confident team of Republic for tearing apart the Pakistanis on the program tonight. We'll go across to our next debate now. And ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has stumped the opposition tonight. His promise to electrify 4 million households by 2019 is probably the biggest announcement of 2017. And the dramatic series of pro-poor schemes is a fitting reply to the opposition, which has time and again referred to the current government as a soot-boot ki sarkar. Their attack has flopped, and the stage is now set for a big political debate.
एक बहुत बड़ी, बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण और बहुत ही आवश्यक योजना की शुरुआत हो रही है। भाइयों और बहनों, इस योजना का नाम है प्रधानमंत्री सहज बिजली हर घर योजना, यानी सौभाग्य। चाहे वो गांव में हो या शहर में हो या झुग्गी झोपड़ी में हो, दूर दराज वाले इलाके में हो, उस घर को बिजली कनेक्शन से जोड़ने का आज हम संकल्प करके आगे बढ़ते हैं। किसी गरीब से बिजली कनेक्शन के लिए किसी भी तरह का शुल्क नहीं लिया जाएगा। सरकार गरीब के घर पर आकर बिजली कनेक्शन देगी। 16,000 करोड़ रुपया का ये जिम्मा उन परिवारों की जिंदगी में एक नई रोशनी लाने के लिए हमने तय किया है कि इसका बोझ किसी गरीब पर नहीं डाला जाएगा। कभी ऐसी ब्रेकिंग न्यूज देखी क्या कि कोयला नहीं है, बिजली घरों में कोयला नहीं है? नहीं देखी। साथियों, देश बिजली संकट को पीछे छोड़कर अब बिजली सरप्लस हो रहा है।
Okay, joining the debate right now is Sambit Patra and Fuad Halim. I don't think I have the audio with Sambit Patra yet. Sambit, can you hear me? Okay, he can't hear me. Otherwise, he usually responds within about minus 10 seconds. So I'll start the debate with Fuad Halim. I think, Sambit, can you hear me? I can't hear him. I can't lip read Sambit Patra. Can you hear me? No, he's not. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. Fuad Halim, biggest announcement since demonetization. And the Prime Minister has spoken about a set of schemes. And I have just got one straightforward question to you tonight. And viewers can respond on the hashtag Modi Power Push. Today, Fuad Halim, and the debate is on, Sambit is through. Question 1, announcement 1. Today, the Prime Minister announced a budget of rupees 14,025 crore rupees only for rural electrification. Is this pro-rich or pro-poor? Or would you rather have your ally, the Congress party, which under its rule was responsible for the coal scam, which cost the exchequer and the people of India 1.86 lakh crore rupees that could have been given to the poor. Therefore, your ally and you took away 1.86 lakh crore rupees from the poor, and this government is announcing a budget of 14,000 crore rupees for the poor. Which side are you on? With or against the poor? The debate is on. Sambit and Fuad Halim. Fuad starts.
Well, it's very clear, Arnab, that the track record of Narendra Modi is very, very poor. If you see, he's implementing the Beti Bachao program in his own constituency in Banaras at this point of time at Banaras Hindu University. He is implementing the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Yojana in Madhya Pradesh, where hundreds of farmers are committing suicide. And he is implementing the right to the freedom of speech in Bangalore, where Gauri Lankesh has been murdered. Now, the track record of this government is so pathetic that Narendra Modi didn't even defend his own demonetization, what you call, announcement. And we had to get to know about the demonetization status through a footnote in the RBI report. So if that government actually comes across
Are
with
you
something
opposing
like
electricity
this,
for all?
one has to be skeptical.
Are you opposing electricity for all?
One has to be spectacle.
Spectacle or
Arnab,
skeptical?
Don't try
Are
to
you
make a fool
opposing
of
electricity
yourself.
for all?
Electrification, rural,
Are you against
rural
it?
You know what's the meaning of rural electrification, Arnab? Do you know the meaning?
Oh, you will teach me the
As
meaning.
per the definition of the government
You will
of
teach
India,
me the meaning,
irrespective
Fuad
which
Halim, of
government
rural
has been in
electrification.
power, it means
You will teach me the meaning of rural electrification.
I'm telling you.
No, you are
Arnab,
going to teach
it
me the
means
meaning
that
of
if
rural
10%.
electrification, Fuad Halim, and one
Arnab,
minute.
let me finish,
Since you
please.
ask me a question, you must allow me the right to reply.
Yes, and
listen,
that
let me
rural
reply. Let me reply.
means,
Let me reply.
Listen to me, Arnab. Listen
You
to me.
ask a question, let me
Rural
reply.
Electrification
You ask a question, let me reply.
10% of the rural households are supplied with electricity. It's the question of electrification since
Are you against
independence
it?
has been a great host.
Sambit.
And let's be very clear. Yes.
You're opposing it.
It's been one
No,
of the
are you
greatest
opposing it?
hoaxes pulled on the poor
Debate
of
is on.
India.
Fuad, we'll have to let
Irrespective
others
of
come in because
government.
limited time on the debate.
question
Everyone has
is,
to speak. Sambit,
wherever, even
I'm not getting
those
a-
villages that have been
Sambit is
declared
responding, the debate is on.
electrified,
Sambit.
you've got 90%
Okay, limited
of the
interventions,
household
so everyone
who
has
are
to
yet
speak
to
on the
get
debate.
electricity.
Sambit is on. Please, Sambit,
So
on the
that
debate.
the question of
Sambit,
electrification
on the
is
debate.
definitely very, very
Fuad,
important.
Fuad,
but
let
it
others
is
come in.
used
Fuad,
by
you
the
will not stop for the
jumlabazes
next
of
20
every
minutes.
government
The program
to
will
pull
be
the wool
over.
over the
I
eyes
request
of the
you.
common
I
man.
plead to you. I cajole you. I appeal to you to please stop. Sambit replies.
See, in this right to reply, let me borrow a word from Sushmaji's dictionary. Look who is talking when Fuad Ali is talking. Look who is talking, the left. For the left, in fact, the famous phrase is, where there is left, there is nothing left of economy. And we have seen what has happened in Bengal and what has happened in Kerala. So the Fuad Halim of the left, in fact, shouting at the top of his voice, when we have Jan Kalyan Niti of Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi. Today, Mr. Narendra Modi has doled out Saubhagya. For all these years, we had Durbhagya under the Congress regime and the left regime. From Durbhagya to Saubhagya, the country has travelled long way. Remember, during 2013, it was India's economy was such that it was called by the World Bank as Fragile Five. Brazil, India, Indonesia, Turkey and South Africa. These were called as the Fragile Five economies. From fragile
you couldn't defend. Narendra Modi couldn't defend the demonetization.
Mr. Fuad, sit back, relax and enjoy.
Durbhagya started with the Harry Potter economics of Prime Minister Modi with respect to demonetization. The
Harry Potter
economics. With the Harry Potter economics of Prime Minister with
sir,
respect to demonetization.
आप तो आज खुशी मनाइए मुलायम सिंह यादव ने वो पेपर नहीं पढ़ा आप कहाँ इकोनॉमी में जा रहे हैं
with respect to the scheme Saubhagya.
You should be happy that Mulayam Singh Yadav did not read that piece of paper provided by his chacha.
That this scheme has been
Why are you running into economics?
Scheme has been implemented in many states before. This scheme has been implemented in Bihar. This scheme has been implemented in many states before. So this is not a new scheme. It is the Prime Minister who has come up with a new visionary to give a new name to a scheme that has been implemented in many states. The real question that I would have respected the Prime Minister even more if he had said the Saubhagya of the youth in this country is, this is how we'll help them find the jobs. The Saubhagya of women in this country is, this is how they can work safely, live safely. The Saubhagya of farmers in this country is, this is why they should not commit suicide.
But the Saubhagya both as far as job and the safety and security of women is concerned, these ideas are inculcated in the Saubhagya program. Are you not aware of the facets of Saubhagya program? The various facets of Saubhagya program definitely has providing jobs for the youth. It definitely includes security and safety of women. No, why are you against? Why are you against lighting the houses of poor? Why are you against lighting the houses of poor? Why? You should be standing with the poor. You should be standing with the people who don't have power in their home. Why are you so much against it? Why do you want always everything for the rich?
Danish Ali is on the debate. Danish is coming to the debate with Sambit and therefore before Danish.
People of this country has heard enough jumlas from Bharatiya Janata Party. BJP has become a Bharatiya Jumla Party.
अरे भैया बिजली क्या दे दिया आप लोगों को तो करंट लग गया है.
You had
अरे दानिश जी हमने बिजली क्या दे दिया आपको तो ऐसे लगा कि करंट लग गया है 440 वोल्ट का करंट लग गया है इनको इतना परेशान क्यों है ऐसे हाथ कर करके परेशान क्यों हो रहे हैं अरे गरीबों को बिजली दिया है वाई आर यू सो वरीड
कि 85 लाख
No, if we have provided electricity to the poor, if we are giving LPG cylinder through Ujjwala to the poor, why are you so disturbed, Mr. Danish Ali? You always believe in the politics of corruption.
किसी किसान का 1.25 रुपया, किसी किसान का 2.5 रुपया, अरे गरीबों का मजाक मत उड़ाओ यार.
No, no, you believed only in looting the Kisan. For the UPA days, remember 12 lakh crore rupees were looted of the exchequer of this country. अरे आप गरीबों का मजाक मत उड़ाओ. गरीबों को बिजली दे रहे हैं तो आपके राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष ने कहा, आप इतना चिल्ला रहे हैं.
पूछा कि 15 लाख का क्या हुआ, काले धन का क्या हुआ, आपके अध्यक्ष ने कहा ऐसे जुमले.
15 लाख का क्या हुआ बताइए. ये आप लोग तो राज्यसभा के लिए करोड़ों करोड़ों रुपए देकर राज्यसभा के मेंबर बनते हैं अपने पार्टी में, और यहाँ के हम लोगों को सिखा रहे हैं 15 लाख क्या क्या हुआ.
मजाक उड़ाई आपने. 40 पैसे, 20 पैसे, ₹1.25.
सर आराम से बोलिए. सर आराम से बोलिए. ऐसे मत. बिजली दिया है आपको करंट क्यों लग रहा है. गरीबों को बिजली दिया, ये दानिश अली जी को करंट लग गया है.
करते हो आपने 3-3.5 साल के अंदर लोकपाल की नियुक्ति नहीं करी. लोगों ने people of this country have heard enough jumla.
Are you aware of the fact?
Danish Ali, first of all, do calm down. Danish Ali,
Mr. Goswami, let me
Danish Ali, I want to debate on facts. Danish Ali, itne emotional mat ho jaiye. Don't be so emotional. Danish Ali, don't be so emotional. Danish Ali, itna emotion theek nahi hai. Thoda emotion come, please.
I'm not emotional at all, Arnab.
You don't have to be so emotional. Be
थोड़ा
factual.
emotion कम करिए. ट्रांसफार्मर
Be
जल जाएगा.
factual. Be factual. Be factual. Facts पे debate करते हैं.
ट्रांसफार्मर जल जाएगा.
Facts पे debate करते हैं. Facts पे debate करते हैं. मेरी बात सुनिए. अभी 1 second. Sambit Patra, wait. I want Sunil Singh to come into the debate, who's a leader of the JDU. And I have with me on the other side Ghanshyam Tiwari, who's with the Samajwadi Party, who used to be with the JDU. Now, Ghanshyam Tiwari said that what the Prime Minister has done is nothing original. This has been done in Bihar. Therefore, I want to ask Ghanshyam Tiwari, first I'll ask Sunil Singh. Sunil Singh, the Prime Minister has said, as part of the Saubhagya Yojana, that there will be to every household, every poor house in India will have 5 LED lights, 1 bulb, and 1 fan. I want you to tell me, Sunil Singh.
Like 15 lakhs.
No, wait. अरे दानिश अली, मेरे sentences को खत्म करने की responsibility आपको वहां दी मैंने. शांत हो जाइए.
15 लाख सब गरीबों
शांत हो जाइए. शांत हो जाइए. कंट्रोल कीजिए अपने आप को. इतना इमोशन अच्छा नहीं है. इतना इमोशन नहीं, थोड़ा इमोशन प्लीज. अरे भाई
15 लाख का क्या हुआ, किसानों के कर्जे का क्या हुआ, क्यों मजाक उड़ा रहे हो. गरीब और किसान
क्या कमाल है बताइए.
आपको कोई आज.
Now it's my turn, Danish ji. It's my turn, please.
Sunil Singh says it's my turn. Sunil Singh, my question to you is. Sunil Singh, my question to you is. अरे भाई Sunil Singh, my question to you is. Sunil Singh, please tell me that is it true that every person in Bihar, as Ghanshyam claims, every household in Bihar has 5 LED lights, 1 bulb and 1 fan. Is it true? Ghanshyam says ये implement हो चुका है बिहार में.
Arnab, let me.
सुनील सिंह जी आप घनश्याम तिवारी को reply कीजिए. नहीं, सुनील सिंह जी को घनश्याम तिवारी को reply कीजिए.
I spoke about.
Arnab, give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes.
Sunil Singh.
Arnab, give me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
We really welcome the Prime Minister's Saubhagya Yojana, more so in the backdrop that they replicating the model of Nitish government, what Nitish did with Mukhyamantri Vidyut Sampadh Yojana in March 2017, which is going to be completed by June 2018. But any good thing, whosoever is the thing starter, but if the good thing is being spread to whole of the India, it's really a welcome and a revolutionary step. And let me tell you, I cannot count the numbers of LED, but one thing is very sure, that only 400 tollers are left for the rural electrification, out of which 150 is in Deer river and 250 is in that plateau and hilly area where the solar system has been tendered to Larsen and Toubro. So we will be having the rural electrification complete by a few months and every household to be completed with electricity by June 2017.
Yeah, so now tell me, therefore I want to hear from Ghanshyam that when the Prime Minister takes to the stage and said the schemes to improve electricity distribution will be launched, please tell the people of India, is it pro-rich or anti-poor? Please tell me. I think you are confused today, Ghanshyam. You are not being able to argue the point. you're not being able to understand. See, you don't even have emotion.
Well,
Danish has emotion in his argument.
I welcome Saubhagya's scheme.
No, but you just said the Prime Minister is anti-poor.
Saubhagya's scheme. I would like to say that at least it's a great improvement from the Prime Minister calling Bijli Hindu Muslim to Prime Minister talking about Bijli for the poor. It's a great improvement.
Sambit.
Second, state after state in Uttar Pradesh, in Uttar Pradesh, Prime Minister once asked कि बिजली देने के लिए 56 इंच का सीना चाहिए. In 5 years of Akhilesh rule, we doubled the electricity availability for Uttar Pradesh. We provided electricity across the state. But Sambit Patra and his party said, नहीं हमने बिजली को हिंदू मुस्लिम बना दिया. So today, Uttar Pradesh is reeling under power cuts across the state. Their own ministers are sitting on dharna for power. So clearly, the power politics should rest on facts. The fact is, Bihar has implemented the power schemes well. Uttar
I
Pradesh
think it is.
the power schemes well.
I think
Gansham did a great job in power sector. So let us not take anything away from anybody in the name of politics.
I think it is very inappropriate for you, as a Samajwadi Party spokesperson, to come on a national television channel and criticize the Samajwadi Party. By saying that the situation in Uttar Pradesh is terrible, you are effectively saying that your Chief Minister Akhilesh has a terrible record.
Right now.
No, but he was in power till recently.
After Yogi government came to power.
But Yogi came a few months back.
Came to power,
no, it's inappropriate. I know there is factionalism in your party, but it shouldn't go to this point, where you're criticizing your party on a national stage.
No, you are twisting the argument.
I never twist.
The argument is very simple.
Sambit is replying with Fuad Halim tonight.
For the state under Akhilesh Yadav, Bihar
your argument is on weak ground. Fuad Halim, Sambit.
Anything away from anyone.
For my opponents to realize. Mr. Goswami, some very quick facts and then Fuad can rebut on that.
Arnab.
Remember today while speaking on the Saubhagya scheme, the Prime Minister came out with some facts. Number one, the Prime Minister stated that before he took the oath as the Prime Minister, these LED bulbs were worth 340 rupees. But today, because of the access of these LED bulbs and because of the distribution of these LED bulbs across the country, today these LED bulbs cost only 40 rupees. And this is something which is recorded. This is something which we all know. From 40 rupees to 40 rupees, just imagine, within 3 years where India has traveled.
10 seconds to reply.
We remember
closing the debate. 30 seconds left.
It's absolutely clear that the failure of the economy, the failure of demonetization has achieved one thing, that is it has Narendra Modi की बत्ती बंद कर दी है. और जिस तरीके से नरेंद्र मोदी साहब की बत्ती बंद हुई है, जो आर्थिक व्यवस्था है, उन्हें भागने के लिए सौभाग्य
We'll debate this again.
नरेंद्र मोदी
I am short of time tonight.
दरवाजा खोल करके,
and tomorrow Sambit Patra and Fuad Halim can come back on the debate and we can debate once again किसकी बत्ती बंद हो गई है and किसकी खुल गई है. We'll debate this today. Today I'm short of time. I thank you all very much for joining me on debate number 3 tonight. See you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Good night and goodbye.